Dear students, so in the last class we have studied about the Schrodinger wave equation and its derivation. Today we take about the significance of psi and psi square. You know, the Schrodinger wave equation is d square psi upon dx square plus d square psi upon dy square plus d square psi upon dz square plus 8 pi square m upon h square into total energy minus potential energy into psi is equal to 0. So this equation contains both the particle and the wave character of the electron. The particle character is expressed in terms of the mass of the electron and wave character is expressed in terms of SI. Now, what are the physical significance of this psi and psi square? Significance of psi. It is a wave function which is solution to the Schrodinger wave equation. It represents amplitude of wave and describes how this amplitude varies with distance and direction. The wave function psi may be positive, negative, or even imaginary. The Schrodinger wave equation may have different values of psi. All values may not be significant. The significant values of wave functions psi are known as eigenfunctions. These functions give significant values of total energy of the electron. These values are called eigenvalues. Coming to the significance of psi square, that is square of the amplitude. For light waves, it represents intensity of light. For electron waves, it represents intensity of electrons at any point. That is, it represents the probability of finding the electron of specific energy at different regions in space. It leads to the idea of orbital. Greater the intensity of wave function at a particular point, greater is the probability of locating the electron at that point, and hence greater the electron density. This is referred as orbital in the Schrodinger's the atomic theory. In order to avoid imaginary values, psi and psi star is used for psi square, where psi star is a complex conjugate of psi. If psi extends over a finite volume in space, dx, dy, dz, these are the directions in the space having the volume known as d tau, then the electron would be found in that volume. Therefore, psi into psi star into d tau gives the probability of finding the electron in the volume d tau. The wave function psi may be positive or negative or imaginary, but the probability density psi into psi star will always be positive and real, which means psi into psi star into d tau must give real values. If psi has real value, then psi is equal to psi star. Hence, instead of representing psi into psi star into d tau, we can write it as psi square d tau. It should be remembered that psi square, but not psi, must be associated with probability density, because as when the wave equation is solved, there are some regions in which psi is positive, and in some other regions psi is negative. As probability can never be negative, it must be either positive or 0. Hence, psi square is more significant than psi. Conditions which psi must satisfy to give meaningful solutions, and these are called eigenfunctions. To satisfy this, psi should obey the following conditions if it is to give meaningful results. Psi must be single valued, that is, it must have only one definite value at a particular point in space. Psi must be continuous at all points in space, that is, there must not be sudden changes in the values of psi when its variables are changed. The third one, psi must have a finite value over the space d tau that the electron can occupy. Fourth, psi must be normalized, that is, the probability of finding the electron in the space under consideration must be unity. And lastly, psi must become 0 at infinity. Among all the values of psi obtained by solving Schrödinger wave equation, only those values of psi are accepted which obey the above conditions. Thus, only acceptable values of psi have significance. The significant values of psi are called eigenfunctions or wave functions. Eigenfunctions give significant values of total energy of electron E called eigenvalues. Now, there is one more. Prove that psi into psi star is equal to psi square. Solutions of Schrödinger wave equation gives psi values which can be real as well as imaginary. But psi square is always real and has a positive value. This is because the square of any negative values is positive. If psi has imaginary value, then it can be expressed as psi is equal to a plus ib, where a and b are real numbers and I is known as iota. So its value is square root of -1. In such a case, psi is made real by multiplying it by its known complex conjugate, that is psi star, which is expressed as psi star is equal to a minus ib. The product obtained by multiplying psi and psi star for real values of psi is psi into psi star is equal to a plus ib into a minus ib. This is equal to a square minus I square b square. This is equal to a square minus -1 into b square. This is equal to a square plus b square, which is a real. Thus, psi into psi star becomes a real quantity. However, if psi is real, then psi is equal to psi star. Therefore, psi into psi star is nothing but psi into psi, that is equal to psi square. So this is how we can prove that psi into psi star is equal to psi square. Students, these are the more mathematical related the things. Here no much chemistry involved, and based on this Schrodinger's equation, the chemistry says the electrons are present in the orbitals, and orbital is nothing but it is the space around the nucleus where there is a probability of finding the electron more. This probability is given in this form. So go through this, learn about the mathematics of these aspects, and remember these things. Thank you.